friendly friends. We're in the trial. We're in the thick of it. And we're still as confused as ever. I don't think I've had any more clarity on
Who
this.
killed Tenko?
I still don't even know if it's one or two people. And, like, that's blowing my mind. This one just isn't clicking for me.
Okay, well, let's get into it then.
Clearly by my performance in this trial.
You know it was not possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
She had coughed blood on it, and that means she's gonna die in whatever movie she's in.
The cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
Unless the blood was from the last murder.
What?
But then he would have saw
How
before.
could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so...
Unless he was the one who did it
so
and
right?
knew to put that side
The
down.
only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Oh well, okay.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now.
Are you dumb?
My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Alright, my normal pinkish brain is gonna prove that pink's the better color for brains.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
Oh,
But
there's
the
no hole
weapon
in
was
this
a
thing.
sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all
She's
exposed.
crouching. That's why.
She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. In
Um.
which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit. And that's none other than Kyo!
So,
Mio's logic somewhere. Evidence. What's the,
The
evidence
blade's
though?
all you need.
I think it's her last moments.
If you
Maybe it's
stick
the
blade
marker
through a
stone.
gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
That's not it.
Okay, so it's just the cage. Or her last moments, I guess.
I just did her last moments.
Oh, then it's the marker
The
stone.
blade's all you
Why
need.
is it the marker stone?
Because she had her head on it. That's why she wasn't
Stick
sitting.
the blade through a gap in the cage.
But she was sitting in there.
No,
It'd be
she was
long
like
enough to
turtle
reach
position,
Tenko.
remember? She's...
Sitting
Mia
in there
was
with
saying
her
she
neck
was
all
sitting up.
exposed.
Okay.
I'll cut through your words.
And that's why it was easy to reach.
I guess. I don't know. I don't understand.
Also, we didn't
Wait,
clearly identify the
Tenko
scythe
wasn't
as the
sitting
weapon to
down
everyone,
inside
but
the
okay.
cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall.
Do you get it now?
Yeah, but like I don't get why that had to be marker stone. We had iron cage as an option. So like, why is it?
Because
No.
she had her head against the marker stone, she was not close enough to the top of the cage.
Like I understand. I just think that it wasn't a very clear like this is cause and effect. You know?
Yeah,
The
but I mean none of this
sickle's
trial
blade
is.
was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
True, but we don't say that out loud.
And
Yeah,
this is...
no worries.
That's why we don't say it out loud.
Embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Not if you were incorporeal. It was a ghost.
Yeah, for a living person.
Yeah, Kokichi's got me.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
It was me. Please, I'll admit it. Just no ghosts.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Or a robot.
Don't say stupid stuff like that! Screw spirits!
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tango? Why?
That would be really funny if that was the trial and it was like, we lose no one. Because the first dead person killed the second dead person who actually had killed the first dead person. It's all a circle. They took each other out.
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tango?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible! Spirits can't be culprits!
Then explain how the
If it
culprit
was,
killed Tenko under
then
these
what if the
impossible
execution was just like an
circumstances?
exorcism?
Monokuma just comes in dressed in exorcist robes. He's like, just pulls a whole, like, blue exorcist. He's like, got blue fire. He's like, I'm ready!
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done.
wait! I know! What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
Ryoma's already dead. He can't be in the cage.
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If
Wait,
there was someone
what
else
if
in
the point of the
cage, we
cut
would have
floorboard
noticed.
was to
I
be
agree
able to
with
find
Penta.
the right
The
spot?
culprit could have been inside the cage.
What?
It was an insect. It was Gonta with a mantis, a praying mantis. the most horrifying of murders.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
It was Tenko
Is she
herself.
saying it was a suicide?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
They she's referring to. Are they saying it was a suicide?
What?
I think she is. Go for Tenko.
What?
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
Scythes are commonly used in martial arts. I get that.
How did it end up all the way in the corner then?
She reached under and tossed it to the side.
What was the thunk?
Her pulling up the floorboard so she could reach under and toss it to the side.
And so she just bled out?
I guess. Well, no, say it would have been a near instant death, so I don't get that either. This is... I get it, but it's stupid.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance.
She did volunteer.
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
And she
But
did
the
have some,
sickle
like,
she was stabbed with
poignant
was under
last
the floor,
words.
right?
So... Tenko killed Angie and then committed suicide, so we're good.
Yeah, we're actually... You were right, we're not losing anyone else.
We're just... This is gonna be a circle? We're just good?
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Everybody panic!
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to
How could
Gota.
she do that if she was on the floorboard, though?
It's 5 feet wide. She might have had room to move over.
Yeah, but then you have to be able to pick it up. Can you, like, dig
Well,
your
no,
nails
if-
into the side and, like, lift a heavy
If the
floorboard?
support was down, she might have pushed it down. If the support was gone, she might have pushed it down and then created space that way. Like a little lever thing.
Maybe.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Maybe it was. Angie possessed Tenko to kill herself.
The spirit thing, it worked. But Tenko just... Oh, that was Angie's final lesson.
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
This was just a love triangle over Himiko.
Hey, Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore. So she decided to end.
Wait, does this mean both ultimate martial artists die by suicide?
That's the only way to take out a ultimate martial artist, I guess.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
Kill everybody else.
I guess.
We all die now.
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us
You know,
down?
after watching the horror movie Smile, that's a very different context for that.
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Oh no, Tenko learned the truth that we're all dead. And so she was like, I'll just take us all down and we'll all just go to heaven. That's survival.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
Hey, I mean that's true, but hey.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
When did he get a red
You're
button?
Such a naive dude.
Maybe he just slowly replaces them as the class trials go on. He's like, that's another student down, another button earned.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have
I mean, it
some
makes me think he's
secrets.
Monokuma, but like, still.
What
I didn't notice the red in his
is
color
whether
scheme
there's
before.
any malice behind him.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
Like, I killed both of them, but no one's questioning me right now.
Of course.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
And I believe that I murdered them. So I have the strongest belief here.
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them.
This is confusing.
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Did she
Well,
say
we
he
come
was
from different
cool?
backgrounds.
No.
So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
I'll murder him.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
Great, all our potential murderers are saying it's not suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide,
But
that
Maki
would answer all of our
is the one I
questions.
want to believe.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
Yeah, but I don't want this to be a suicide, because I feel like that's stupid.
A proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
I'll lie about it.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki?
I'm about to
If
lie.
it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
The only thing I'm good for, remember, Maki? You said that, Rocky.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said.
Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
She said, "See you guys after." I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that, and if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe.
By lying to them!
So
Now
far,
is it
suicide
Tenko's
seems
last
to be the
moment?
best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
No, that's
so
wrong!
She hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor.
She died instantly, so
Yeah.
she couldn't do it. There we go. Okay. Only because they're actually the easiest answer. The suicide theory can't work.
Seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
Okay, we have 2 lives.
But if
Don't
Tenko
say
did
that.
commit suicide,
I'm doing great. I don't know what you're
it
talking
would
about.
explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her...
Monokuma file.
I don't have Monokuma file.
Yeah, you do.
Damn it!
Look at your bullets.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Oh. God dang it. I'm so bad at this game.
If Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the
Yes.
seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle.
It's easy for me to say because I'm not the one playing it. But yes.
God
Finally,
dang.
with the last
There
of
we
her
go.
strength,
Ha! It wasn't that too!
Wait, what bullet did you use?
Monokuma file 3! I made too many mistakes. Think I did it? No!
is this...
It's really over?
Let's retry.
We can't let it
Alright,
end
what
here.
bullets do we have?
Maybe I need to lie about about her last moments. I don't know.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Loose floorboard?
Her plan was
No,
to
it's
take
gotta
us
be one of
down
those
with her.
2.
So she hid her true intentions.
1 second. How do I lie? Where's the
Tenko's not that
instructions?
kind of person!
Oops, that's not what I meant to press.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during this.
None of the
This
buttons
has
have the
to
instructions.
this has to be a lie.
Brought the sickle.
There we go.
Hold.
Wide. Hold to lie.
Okay.
And then stabbed herself with it.
So try lying
Finally,
about
with the
that.
last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Don't look like that. Don't look away in shame.
I look away
so
in
far,
shame, my
suicide seems to
dear.
be the best explanation.
Her plan was to
Don't
take
do
us
it.
down
I
with
swear
her.
I'm trying.
So
This
she hid her
trial's
true intentions.
harsh.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
Although I don't like the
could have
implication that
secretly brought the
in
sickle
an investigation it's okay to
and then
lie,
stabbed
especially from a
herself
person
with
of
it.
like detective law enforcement background. I'm
Finally,
not
with the
super
last
pleased
of
with
her
that, but anyway.
I lied.
The truth.
Perjury.
I guess that's okay. I'm a liar.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor because she died instantly.
Instantly.
Which is not a lie, I thought.
I think Maki said that it's possible she didn't die instantly and bled out a little.
And we're running with it. Okay.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Good
I'm
enough.
certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki?
After the
I'd like to
trial,
hear from someone who
do we, like,
specializes in
tell them, hey
murder.
guys, I lied about this?
But it was okay because everything turned out alright. Look, Kaede did it the first time, and she was the killer,
And
so we know.
did it the second time as well.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. We learned it from Kaede, and she was only a murderer, so it's fine.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail.
Look, how silly, how dumb of me. I'm just a big dumb fool.
Gosh, you, I really messed up that one. I really hope you know what you're doing.
Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
But not everything Shu said. He's a liar.
Hold up. What if the last trial is Kokichi pointing out all the spots where we lied and using that to pin it on us? That would be cool. Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Nope.
Shut the fuck up, Kaito.
No, Kaito. She's fine. Please don't make her apologize to me.
I just spiked the sound with that so bad. Oh boy.
Excuse me.
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
I'm glad we got that
Himiko.
sorted. It only took 20 minutes.
Which
Damn,
means someone
okay.
definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
What I've been saying all
Her
along.
suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
I mean, she didn't die from nothing.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance? If you
The
know
thud.
something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
I mean, I brushed hands with Himiko, and it seemed like she was holding a sickle. But, like, I didn't think that was important.
I heard Himiko drop something and then yell, "Ah, my foot! I stabbed myself with a sickle!" Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Try to remember, I'm sure there's something. I need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery. Another one. Sound during seance.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed.
Yeah, no.
The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
I agree, it was perfect.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
We agree with that, yep. What?
I'm more concerned about how dark
Oh, I
it got
missed.
in there.
Oh.
I mean, it was
I was about to say, excuse me?
moving along.
Are we that bad?
Did anything seem out?
I probably should have read that just to make sure we were right, but it's too late now.
The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed.
We don't have anything to disagree with, so it's gotta be.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song,
It's on the left side, so just get ready.
something fall.
There we
Nice.
go.
I agree.
I consent.
I concur.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Well, there was a thud before. It's a bang now?
Yeah, I thought it was a thunk.
Man, get your onomatopoeia straight.
He fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
It was Tenko. Her body fell to the ground.
Was it that the floorboard hit the ground and went down, she went with it, was killed and then they pushed them back up to the side? Look, it's dumb, but like...
Possible, I guess.
This game's already dumb enough. Like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sound has something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. The murder thing.
The other thing that happened in the dark. Loose floorboard?
Let's try it.
This is it!
Yeah! We got it right! You're not total
I think the
failures!
floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have had to be a strong impact to make that sound. What was it? What could it possibly be? What could it possibly be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
And form one Voltron! Fighters, go! Merge! I'm the left arm!
So what made the floorboard come loose?
A cross piece under the floor, I think?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor, then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous.
What is going on with these words?
God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't you know, me and Balls are the best of friends.
Agree with that. I think it was someone from below standing up.
Combined
So
with
what
the
made
facts.
the floorboard come loose?
Judging from
Sound
the
during
sound,
the
there
seance,
must have
I
been
guess?
considerable
Oh, dried
force.
blood under the floor?
Someone who participated in the seance.
They hit their head?
Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
Does that mean it was Kyo and he's using it to hide it?
Maybe
Or
the
Kokichi?
wooden statue fell over.
I hope
But
not.
that
No, he
statue
was
was
around
still
though.
on top of
He
the
only got
cage.
the bloody thing after.
Culprit hide under floor,
Oh, that's true.
then stood up with such might.
You missed.
No, it was wrong. They would be dead.
Damn it!
Alright, well, we were wrong, but it proves... it proves
So,
nothing.
I
So what
think
made
it
the
is
floorboard come
cross
loose?
piece.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable
I think
force.
it might be someone else's
Someone who
stuff.
participated in the seance.
No, wait, I can't do that. I can only
Maybe
lie.
that person tore off the floorboard.
Forgot that it's replaced it.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor, then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Try that.
I agree! I didn't hit that right. But you know what? It kind of spun into my words. I'll take it.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards
Oh no!
fit perfect.
We got attacked
Go
by
to make
critically,
sure.
musically
First time
acclaimed
we go
group
to
Stomp?
empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. They stood to gain a murder! Oh no. Which one is it?
Which one is what?
We're about to be playing a minigame. Which minigame is it?
Oh.
Solve this case. Only need to think carefully about the cross piece in the floorboard. To my mind, Pala? Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the crosspieces was cut, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko. The other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit? Oh! Wait a second. I think I got it. And it's dumb, but I think I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Kyo.
Yeah?
When he's placing the sheet, puts the sickle between the sheet and the cage, so that the blade is sticking out into the cage.
Okay.
Then during the ceremony, he goes and stomps on the floorboard, which raises Tenko's body up into the sickle, stabbing her in the back of the neck. Then, that's why the floorboard was askew, that's how she was dead. Then, when he went to remove the sheet, he wrapped the sickle in the sheet, and then, while he was moving the sheet over, tossed it under the floorboard in that corner.
That makes a lot of sense. And it also supported my original theory that the knife was between the dog statue and the cage. Which really doesn't support nothing else. Like, it really doesn't support anything I said, but I feel slightly vindicated that I was, like, in the right ballpark.
So we can solve Tenko's, I think. Oh, it's a Hangman's Gambit.
Oh no. What word? What's the words? Oh god. Something sickle? No.
It's not loose, it's not white. It might be sheet.
No, wait, what's the question? What happened when the loose floorboard was stepped on? The seesaw?
It might be seesaw, honestly. I think it is.
That's not enough letters.
Yeah, it is. S-E-E-S-A-W is the first word.
Oh. Okay, we'll try it.
Nice.
Light.
S, the one right below you to the left is an E.
This one?
Yes.
Seesaw action?
I think so.
I think this is S.
I think so.
This is stupid. Seesaw is not a... Is it one word? Doesn't it have a hyphen?
No? So what do we get?
Seesaw A-C-T-I-O-N.
I'm seeing F's, though.
Okay, so it's not action.
Seesaw floors?
Flip?
F-W-T... what? C-F...
It's not F.
Well, it's not F at the beginning.
T. That's not it either.
Give me an E.
I suck at Wordle. E? Seesaw, elevator, ejection, effect?
Yeah. That one's an F as well. Wow, okay, effect. Dumb, but okay.
I take no responsibility. This one?
I was gonna say that's a C.
Oh. I take no responsibility for the fact that this one was hard. How were we supposed to know seesaw effect was the word? God dang it.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
A seesaw?
A seesaw?
No, we're asking what you seesaw!
The floorboard had been cut off. The other two cross pieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece...
Though, you think they would notice if someone's voice moved? Like, you're all in a corner. The people who are literally directly
Yeah.
across from Korekiyo would be like, oh, his voice is moving towards the center of
It
the
might
room.
be harder with multiple people singing, though.
But still, like, you can tell when someone's getting closer to you.
Maybe. Maybe he learned the ancient art of throwing
The
one's
next cross
voice.
piece
That's
would act as a
Korekiyo's
fulcrum
model.
to turn the floorboard
Oh,
into a
no,
lever.
it isn't.
That is.
It's just a purple dude of ambiguous
It's
origin.
Purple Guy!
Oh god, it's FNAF!
It's the stomp of 65!
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
I just really wanted to try it once in my life, guys.
Lift it up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, alright. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
So, I'm right?
I think you're right. Good call.
Only took us 2/3 of a trial.
Look, it did.
This is still only the second body.
But also, I will point out, we were not able to see, like, the positioning of the floorboards in relation to each other, so I thought the whole floorboard was out underneath the cage. I didn't know any bit of it was outside of the cage.
I also do not know where the floorboard had been cut.
So I don't think we could have ever figured that out, because in our perspective and from the art, it did not look like the floorboard was bigger than the cage.
Yeah.
Which
In
is
order
just a
for the
limitation
culprit
of,
to
like,
kill Tenko
we're
with
not,
a seesaw trick,
like, it's art. We're not really there,
Yeah.
and the point isn't for us to be able to figure it out from that, you know?
Yeah.
the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
But I'm glad now we at least know something.
The floorboard, seesaw, the cage, and both white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence.
It was on top of the cage, right?
Yes.
That's it! The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble.
Oh.
But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Someone had a lot of fun writing this murder.
Yeah.
Like, this murder is a crime of someone's passion. Someone
was
was
bent
like,
over,
I have thought of
meaning
the
the sickle's
silliest
blade.
way to murder a person. I am
Just
ready.
I gotta.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
Pat yourself on the back, writer, who thought of
It's
this
crazy,
one.
but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard
Awful audio to
come
do my
loose.
stomp.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Yeah, that good old-fashioned definitely happens a lot in real life seesaw homicide.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
It's a good band name, though.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal
Meh.
way, so they gotta think outside the box.
Or Inside the Cage.
Kudos, culprit!
Think Inside the
Good
Cage,
job
their
keeping
first
me
album.
entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Oh, he's trying to deflect now.
No, but the thing is, the person who teared off the white... Or no, the person who lifted the cage was Himiko. Okay, he did move the white.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. I thought for a second she tore it off, and I was like, oh, no, maybe... No, we're good.
Why her?
It's still Gonta.
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
But that's why it's important that we found all three. That we found that both of them
Then
were.
the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
But you know, I was right that it had to be Himiko or Korikyo because they chose the
location. Yeah, good point.
They chose the location of the specific, like, circle.
Yeah.
So we saw the pieces and we kind of pieced together the pieces. So I don't feel as bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to claim that we knew anything. But I'm also not going to pretend we didn't know anything.
There are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
Because it doesn't matter, because you prepared all 3.
The middle one.
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
Wait, there's more!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko.
She used her wizard powers to become a spectral shadow witch.
Then
She
waited
used
for me to
umbral
host the
projection.
seance and suggested the middle room. She led us
Also
all
a good
into
band
holding
name.
the seance right where she wanted it. Then she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
But why would you do it, Kyo? I'm more interested
That's
in.
a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved,
Platonically, in a totally non-gay way.
History will say they were roommates. Or cousins,
Wait,
maybe.
We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Confession, we got it. Everyone ready?
Go.
What's wrong, Himiko?
It's true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. But does that mean Himiko really killed Tenko? Something like that really happened? Something so cruel.
Intermission! No! Well, you know, we've solved one murder.
And we know the next bit. Do you want to save? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. Do we think Kyo killed Angie, too? Or do we think it was someone else and we're just gonna have to live with Kyo now?
I think...
Because I think we're gonna have to live with Kyo. And I don't want to do that!
Well, hold up. We also... Let me get through this, I guess. We also need to remember the fact that there's still dried blood under the floor, and we think that the first murder might have happened in that room as well.
Yes. Maybe Kyo offered to help because he was like, I'm good with spirits.
Maybe. And that, like, all the stuff was originally in that room. And then while she was doing the Necronomicon stuff, he killed her. And then moved everything over.
But why would he kill Tenko too, is the question. I don't know. See, that's the thing that I'm having trouble with, is like, why kill a second person? I've said this before, but I don't understand the logic behind killing a second person in a way that makes it easier. Because you've done it twice, you can compare and contrast, like, methods of murder.
If we believe the Necronomicon was still the motivation, at least for the first murder.
Because I'm wondering if it was just Kyo thinking, you know, oh, I need to get out of here. Someone's already murdered. If I murder, you know, no one will be able to figure it out. I got the perfect idea with the caged child thing as my, you know, as my cover.
I'm sure
I can get out too.
I'm sure there's a part of it we're going to learn, like, as we get him on the back foot or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll be, oh, of course it had to be him for the first one.
Yeah, because we're just... The other thing is kind of metagaming, but we're only hitting intermission right now, and we've kind of, like, we are literally one evidence thing away from proving Kyo did Tenko's.
Also, Kyo was the one who was real curious about, wait a second, if they weren't the same murderer, how's that work, buddy? Hey,
Yeah.
buddy, how's that come on?
So I think we still got a lot more to figure out. But anyway, let us continue. Let us stop talking about it and just go forth.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz.
The victim?
A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz?
The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, audience. I didn't mean to make you victims.
I mean, yeah.
Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I am sure everyone is happy. Gale and Darling make excellent content.
We do. You should like and subscribe.
Are we shameless?
Yes.
How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me!
Why are you getting upset? It's not like you're going to die next. If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right!
That's the right answer, Monodam.
Why? He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner.
Because you're already dead.
Because then everyone who mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy! Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
all right!
Dying makes you more popular, then we gotta die soon too. Oh, you will.
Monodam, I
You
can
will.
help that.
I assure you, it is already in motion.
He pushes both of them in. We just only have Monodam left. We're like, oh dear.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Oh, fuck.
So scary. Man, he's really getting into the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Ooh.
Logic does not compute.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh no, they're both gonna die. Oh no.
You know
It's gonna be a
what
2
else
for
is
1
scary?
sale.
Gaslight
Sweet
the robot
puns.
child.
Yep. Tasty, tasty sweet puns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
You keep killing them, though.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
No, Monodam, no.
Gaslight the robot child. Kibo.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
Wait,
Then
that's
you
wrong.
used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Gorkio, it was totally you, mother trucker.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
How about we say something on her
Are
behalf
you
because
even
we
listening?
know how to move forward? Come on.
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Oh man, we forgot she definitely suffers from some sort of depression, and this is definitely not helping.
Yeah.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Oh no. Does this mean Himiko joins our push-up sessions?
My life is riding on the outcome of
We
this
just
trial.
slowly collect all of the other characters until we're all doing push-ups outside every
Except for
night.
2 people, and one of them ends up dead.
Yeah. And then we're just like, well,
Shut up.
this one's easy to solve.
I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room, Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
Come on, let's move this along. We already know this.
Himiko, not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
So,
Himiko's a little slow,
I've been watching a
so
little
I
bit.
don't
Gail's been
think
watching
she's
the first
capable of
season
handling a
anime.
complicated crime.
And I love how quickly it moves. It's like 1,000 miles an hour, but they get through a trial in half an episode. Like, it's good stuff.
By good
Makes
stuff.
me hate this even more!
By good stuff, I mean it makes no sense in when you know what actually happens.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
I know the answer! Give it to me! Give it to me! I know the answer! It's him! It's the creepy guy who we knew was creepy!
We are the kids in class who are sitting there, like, shaking their hand that's raised, trying to get the teacher to call on us.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth.
That sounds like it belongs in a song. We gotta keep strong, gotta keep thinking, gotta find the truth, gotta keep sinking. Like, just... I don't know, Gonta's new hit beats.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up.
You just gotta do some push-ups, and then you'll feel better.
Just keep on moving ahead. We survived. We can't give up for everyone who died.
Don't worry, I have a bullet that will help you. Bloody Kokichi.
Performing the seance in that room.
Bloody
was
Kokichi.
Himiko's decision, was it not?
I agree.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you
Here it
select
is.
the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room?
Yes, come on, Gonta.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yep.
Yes. I agree. Kokichi's head wound also agrees too.
We have been waiting so long for this, you got it on the first try.
Yes.
Good stuff, Gale.
It's just like
Good
Gonta
work.
said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
My head wound finally got to me.
He was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms.
At least 2 of them. We couldn't
not just
confirm
the
the
middle
third.
one.
But like, yeah.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Ooh.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
He must be so devilishly handsome and smart, I don't know.
Ooh, with
Who it
such
could be.
long, distended fingers.
Yeah, who could it possibly? Now, I really think we should appreciate the genius behind this
Man,
culprit's
before
design.
this, weren't we talking about how I wanted Kyo to survive till the end?
You said that, and like the first thing that happened was we blamed Kyo, and I was like, well, he's not the murderer, and so we're all wrong.
Oh.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Korikyo is about to kill me. Remember that. Korikyo is about to kill me. Please, remember, and don't let them pin you as the murderer when Korikyo is the one who murdered me.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
And you don't want to betray your memory, right? You would be an awful person for doing that, right? I'm gonna guilt you into being a happy person.
And then we'll guilt you into be a bad person when we think you killed Angie.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
What promises did we make to a mommy?
Amami, I promise to not bang you in the head with a shot put.
Or
Oh.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
Korikyo's just sitting there going, oh no, he's gone full protagonist monologue.
Kaito sitting there. Yes, my son.
My child, grow, grow.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
When I join them in the afterlife.
Yeah, either she dies in the next trial, or like she lives till the end.
Yeah,
she can't. She has to. One or the other.
That's right. So let's do our best.
You did it, Gonta.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Aw, it was adorable. Her hat left her head for like a second.
I know, and you can see her bald spot.
Give up! I'll fight alongside everyone and survive!
Do not say everyone. After all, the blackened is
Someone's
still
gotta
among us.
die. I'm really looking forward to it. Someone will die.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my
Soul bro, is that what we are now?
Soul Bros.
Bro.
I'm a
Super
soul.
Smash Soul Bros.
I was gonna say, like Blues Brothers, they're the Soul Bros.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards,
Ha.
isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
That's actually a good
That
point.
is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
But the only one who can use magic is you, Himiko! It is you! God dang it, we're in a circle!
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it, that must be the reason.
Oh,
Yeah, they put the salt over it so no one would step on it.
yeah, it was don't touch the magic circle.
Yep.
This is it!
That's why we didn't pay attention to the floorboard length.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Giving ourselves a justification. It's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
You'll fall through the floor. That's the curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
See, it
Except for
looks
the
so
person-
small there. It looks so small.
It
Like her
does.
hands are on the edge that theoretically would have been stepped on.
Also, in theory, the person who would know how to step around it without disturbing any of the signs is the person who knew it perfectly, which is Kyo.
I mean, yes, I
Yeah.
agree. It's cute. I'm just saying, look at that picture and tell me that it looks like it was outside the iron cage.
Yeah, I get it.
It does not.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit. There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only person who had the opportunity and the motive.
What's the motive?
Gonta!
It was you, Maki. No, it was you, Korikyo.
It has to be you!
Deck-eyed.
I still don't understand the motive, though.
Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Why does anyone not suspect you? Look at you.
I don't know, but we'll figure out why we suspect him. And anything else about this trial in the next episode. That's right, part 3 of the trial. We will see you guys then. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.